Good afternoon. The court will take up the next case, cause number C210028 ADP. This is in the interest of a child, and it's a hearing set on a petition for adoption filed by the petitioners, Lanny Charles Pierce and Kimberly Ann Holcomb. I believe both Mr. Pierce and Ms. Holcomb are present, along with their attorney, Jody Foley. The child that is the subject of the suit, I believe, is also present. Participating in the hearing today on behalf of the department is caseworker Mandy Williams and Jessica Edwards. The attorney ad litem and guardian ad litem for the child is Madeline Smith, and Ms. Smith is participating in the hearing today. And also participating in the hearing today is Rebecca Samples, who's a representative of the foster home licensing the petitioners, I believe. Ms. Samples, you have somebody else there with you?
Yes, I have Andriana Young. She's the case manager for the home.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, if we're ready to proceed, Mr. Foley.
We are, Your Honor, and I would ask that you would take judicial notice of the file, Your Honor, and include all the necessary required pleadings, specifically the affidavit regarding interstate compact on placement of children, the adoption readiness report, the criminal history that's been on file for both of my clients, the waiver and consent by the department as managing conservator, the waiver consent or the waiver by Ms. Smith as the attorney and guardian ad litem, who, at least on my screen, it looks like she's with us today. And then of course, the underlying suit of termination from September of 2020.
All right, thank you. The court will take judicial notice of the court's file in this case and then documents specifically referenced as well as in cause number C19-0115 CPS. Well, if you're ready to proceed.
I'll be calling both Mr. Pierce and Ms. Holcomb as my witnesses today, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Pierce, Mr. Pierce and Ms. Holcomb, would you raise your right hand, please? Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give today before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God.
Thank you. Mr. Foley, if you're ready.
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, we're going to start with Ms. Holcomb today. And Ann, would you state your name for the court?
It's Kimberly Ann Holcomb.
And I'm assuming that the star of the show is the one laying in your lap right there.
Yes.
All right. And that is Briallen Danielle Holcomb, is that correct?
That is correct.
And you and Mr. Pierce are all joining us from your home there in San Angelo, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, and y'all call Briallen Bree, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So as to Bree, she was born on August 2nd, 2019 in Travis County, Texas?
Yes, sir.
All right. And y'all are her currently grandma and granddad, is that right?
Yes.
But y'all are asking this court to make you mom and dad today, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, how long has Bree been living in your home?
We brought her home from the NICU in Austin, from Travis County. So she's been here since 2 months old, 3 months old.
Okay. And based on the time frame that she's been in your home, do you believe that this adoption is the best thing for her?
Absolutely.
And can you tell us why you think so?
I think over time, as a mother, because this involves my daughter, in the beginning, I was paralyzed with fear of where this was going and how this would all end up in the end. Over time and with lots of good counseling and talking to different people, also the state allowing my daughter to attempt to work the program, and seeing that she was just absolutely insistent on not doing anything to save this child, it's reassured me and let me know that this is the exact direction that we should go. And, learning to be okay with the picture of what I thought would happen for my daughter. Things have changed, but changed for the better. She's a beautiful baby girl. And, I think without the help of CPS and Judge Banks and Children's Hope, everybody has been wonderful and supportive the whole way through. So definitely not an easy thing to do, but You guys have made it amazing for us, so we're very appreciative.
And I think everybody here would say they're appreciative of what y'all are doing and taking on the hard role of raising Bree and raising a child. So we appreciate that. And I think you've already answered this question, but to be clear, you're willing to take on all the duties and responsibilities of caring for Bree just as she'd been born to you.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you are asking for a name change today to Bree Danielle Holcomb. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll pass this witness and I'll call Mr. Pierce.
All right. Second, let me make sure. Ms. Smith, did you have any questions for Ms. Holcomb?
No questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead, Mr. Ball.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Pierce, would you state your name for the court?
Lanny Charles Pierce.
And Mr. Pierce, did you hear your wife's testimony today?
Yes.
Are you in agreement with that testimony?
Absolutely.
All right. I haven't got to the hard question yet. All right.
I'm just an old softy.
And based on where you're at now, I'm assuming you do believe this adoption is the best thing for Bree. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
And is there anything you would like to add as to why this is what's best for her? When she was born, Kim said, somebody has to love that baby. And when we went to Travis County to pick her up and she was 2 months old, I thought it was just going to be temporary. But in a minute they put that baby in my arms, I just fell in love with it. And I knew that baby wasn't going nowhere. Once I got her home, I just couldn't let her go. I just love her so much. And absolutely, I believe it's the best place for her. Again, I think y'all both been clear on this answer, but you're also going to take on the same responsibilities and duties of a parent for Bree, just as you've been born to your wife.
Absolutely.
Okay. Judge, with that, I'll pass this witness.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Did you have any questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Paul, anything else?
Your Honor, I do not have any further witnesses or evidence. I know, again, we have a screen full of people who've been very involved in this case and this family and this child from day one, and I'm sure they can add to best interest if the judge would like to hear more.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Edwards and Ms. Williams, my understanding the department has consented to the adoption. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, great. Thank you. And Ms. Samples, my understanding your agency is in support of the adoption as well.
Yes, we are.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. All right, the court, after hearing the evidence and after taking judicial notice of the court's file, as indicated earlier, will find that all legal requirements necessary to consummate the adoption have been satisfied, that it is in the best interest of the child for the court to grant the adoption and the name change. And the court will therefore enter an order granting the adoption and the name change. Mr. Pierce and Ms. Holcomb, thank you for everything you've done to this point for this child and everything you're going to do for the rest of that child's life. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. All right. With that, good luck to y'all, and we'll be adjourned for the day. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you all very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you, Your Honor.